Tail of the tape for this one looks like this. Kennedy's 32, Borics is 31. Both men 5'11". Both men 146 pounds. Both men 71-inch reach. Evenly matched from the physical standpoint. Borics in the black trunks.
Take one step back from me, fighter.
Jeremy Kennedy opposite him in the white.
Fighter, you ready? Fighter, you ready? Fight!
Borics jousts his way in with a jab and immediately gets back on the horse. Another stiff jab from Borics. Kennedy's got to keep the head movement going. Borics now down to the body. Left jab in return from Kennedy flew over the shoulder.
Kennedy just edging his way forward here. You always know that he's got that level change. He can just disappear under any strikes that Borics throws. Fast hands.
Oh, Borics with a big left hand. Kennedy got wobbled.
Good frames here from Borics. Look at that frame under the chin. Kennedy's trying to get around it, trying to get close to his opponent, so there's no space to be eating any big strikes while he's still potentially a little dazed. This is a good underhook, though. That's a very useful underhook there for Jeremy Kennedy. He can start to build towards that now.
Rapid recovery from Kennedy after getting dropped. Borics trying to isolate that top arm, make it so that Kennedy cannot defend himself with it.
Kennedy locked onto that leg of Borics. Got a tight body, got a tight triangle on it with his legs. It's going to slow his mobility down, though, for his movement.
Sort of a double-edged sword, because that prevents Kennedy from making contact with the mat with his own bottom foot.
Yeah, create a scramble, find a way out from underneath it there.
I'd like to see Kennedy release that triangle and bring his outside leg inside and start trying to reap with that ankle of Borics, try and destabilize his base. At the moment, he's kind of holding himself in this position, and Borics is going to figure out ways to land more shots the longer he stays here.
Robbie Lawler in the corner of Ádám Borics, telling him to drive and use his legs instead of fighting upper body versus upper body. There's a look inside the 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣 camp in Ádám Borics' corner, high-level gym down in South Florida.
Nice short elbow there, good forearm from Borics. Kennedy still with that triangle around the leg. It's an unusual position to work from. He's digging an underhook, but you can see how Borics pulls his elbow back, his right elbow back. Just keep that wedge in place and keep the space there. At no point does Borics really want to engage in a grappling match here. He doesn't want to start getting wrapped up. That's where Kennedy can start to play his game, start to wrestle up to top position. Double underhooks now there. Kennedy lets go of the triangle for a moment, but kind of goes back to it. Driving hard, looks like he might be setting up an arm triangle.
Nice work here by Borics to flatten out Kennedy, try and get his shoulders to the mat. Look at the hips from Jeremy Kennedy.
Right into the arm triangle from the bottom position now. Not sure if Borics can keep this, but he definitely has it locked in.
Yeah, it's very difficult to finish from this position unless you've got a really good squeeze.
Kennedy's having to address it. He's posting his own elbow on the mat now, trying to buy himself some space, and he's out.
All right, minute to go. Clearly a round for Borics so far, but Kennedy could steal it if he lands some big shots.
Good work from the left hand of Jeremy Kennedy. Now the right hand to the body. Not wasting any time with this 30 seconds or so left to work.
Yes, roll it. Yes. Out of base. 20 seconds back. 20 seconds. Get another one, Jack.
Good work by Kennedy taking away that posted arm of Borics. Good elbow on the inside as well.
Nice ground and pound work in the last 41 seconds of this round by Kennedy.
Buddy, you ready? You ready?
Kennedy was able to finish round one on top, but a strong first frame for Ádám Borics as well. And now Kennedy immediately down to this takedown attempt. Snatches the legs, drives Borics all the way into the smart cage barrier.
Got his hands locked now. Kennedy's got his hands locked.
Good work by Kennedy. Used his left leg to reap the right leg of Borics out from under him.
Yeah, Borics needs to get his legs free. He's not very active at the moment. Kennedy might just slowly circle his shoulders to the canvas here and make it even more difficult for Borics to get up.
Seatbelt.
There's that wrist control.
Yep, he's going to settle in here and try and let those that right hand go. He's got the left hand trapped to Borics.
Kennedy's got pretty firm control on that left wrist of Ádám Borics.
Yeah, you can probably hear the voice of Eric Nixick in the corner as well, coaching him through these positions. Kennedy responding well. We're listening to his corner.
Kennedy with anchors, both hooks in.
Takes the back and a body triangle.
I want you to arch your heels back and you choke.
Over 3 minutes here. Corner team of Kennedy asking him to start threatening the neck. They want him to arch his back, drive his hips into the back of Borics.
Jay, drive those heels in and make these, yeah, keep driving the heels. Get on top of the nose. Get on that nose. Yeah, out of his glove, out of his glove. There we go, keep going. Grab his glove. Out of the glove. Take your finger out of his glove. There you go, keep fighting. Jay, get up and underneath his nose.
Take that look through ref cam. The referee was telling Kennedy to get his finger out of the glove of Ádám Borics. Of course, one of the unified rules, you can't grab the gloves. You can't lace your fingers inside, although just a good old-fashioned gamesmanship, Randy.
So very, very fine line between putting your finger in the glove to trap it and grabbing the glove.
Jay, you got halfway now.
Corner team of Kennedy asking him to get across the nose to try and crush the nose of Ádám Borics.
Good work, Jeremy. Let's watch that back of the head.
Live look at Jason Jackson, one half of our main event tonight. Getting the warm-up going. Semi-final matchup against 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 will cap off tonight's card in Nashville. Winner advances to an August final.
Good work there, Jeremy. Stay here. He's got your back. I can't see
Jeremy Kennedy now working the left hand on the side of the head of Ádám Borics.
Clear round for Jeremy Kennedy. This is Borics is not really doing a great deal to try and escape this position. He looks a little stuck here, and now Jeremy Kennedy, although his body triangle's on the wrong side, really he wants the foot behind the knee on the top side. It's going to make it slightly easier for Borics to escape, putting pressure on the body triangle, but at the same time, Borics just doesn't seem to be doing anything with that body control. Just thinking about dealing with the hands, the punches, and the neck attacks.
Those are good shots. That's a good shot. Hard. Let's go. Hit that body too. From those ribs.
Wouldn't mind seeing Jeremy Kennedy kind of boss over to top position, perhaps, if he can. Bit of an Ivan Saliveri, Tony Frickland driving into the back, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Torque that back, oof, that's not fun.
Much easier to ground and pound as well when someone's belly down, face down. Borics just seems content to stay here and defend this position. 30 seconds left in the middle round.
Let's get him belly down and get some work off. Yep.
Here we go. Oh, he goes again for the neck.
Feel it, feel it. Come on, Jay, feel that.
Borics might have made a mistake there. I think he expected Jeremy Kennedy to follow his corner team's advice, get to top position. That's a nice elbow. Ooh, right in the mush.
Well, this one clearly around the piece.
Yeah.
No question about that. So who's going to have their way in this third round?
That's a good elbow on the inside from Jeremy Kennedy as he came out of the clinch there. Returns a low kick though from Borics. Kennedy's got to be careful he doesn't take too many of those.
Uppercut there from Borics. Tried to time it as Kennedy came forward and maybe thought about a takedown.
Borics is really good at slipping to the outside of the lead hand of Jeremy Kennedy. He's able to get to the outside of the jab, and that's where he's countering with that uppercut sometimes. Beautiful.
Good jab from Borics.
Hold that 6.
Back to your right, Jay.
Borics now going with the lower attacks with his hands. He knows that Jeremy Kennedy had success in that second round with the takedown. Going to make him run through strikes if he wants another one.
Yeah, good takedown defense as well for Borics momentarily. I like his footwork. Oh, searching uppercut. Just missed.
Look at that dirty boxing from Kennedy. Do they teach that at Extreme Couture, Randy?
Then that's how they say hello to each other at Extreme Couture. Single necktie, 3 uppercuts.
Borics with the frame inside the armpit of Kennedy there temporarily as he walked him back.
Again with the uppercut.
Oh, good elbow.
Beautiful elbow. Kennedy's not moving his feet on his takedown attempts. He's reaching for him, and that's why he's not being very successful.
Watch the back of the head now.
Robbie Lawler in the corner of Borics, and Borics and Kennedy are right in front of that blue corner, saying to push the head down. He wants Ádám Borics to force Kennedy's head down into the mat. Body follows the head.
High single attempt here by Kennedy now. He's switched off the double. Now he's going back to the double.
Yeah, you can see that posture broken as well of Kennedy. You can see the curve in his spine there. Not a very strong position to lift. Borics has got great takedown defense, hasn't he, up against the fence. It seems more out in the open, I feel, where Kennedy's going to have success with his takedowns against Borics. Whereas up against the fence, utilizing the fence to lean into and then breaking the posture of Kennedy.
Excellent balance here by Borics on that big lift from Kennedy.
Nice hand fight to break the lock of Kennedy and then re-pummel by Borics. Tenacious attempt on this for Kennedy. He's not giving this up.
Hands together for Kennedy. No, not quite. He's driving, but Borics' underhook is causing him all kinds of problems. Boys are exhausted.
Jeremy, you got 2 minutes. You got to get here. Come on, Jay. Fighters, come on, let's go. That's what we do every day, Jeremy. Push. Back step and go. Come on, Jay. Need action, fighters.
90 seconds remain in this fight. And a really interesting scenario from a judging perspective, I think, because Borics had so much success in the early part of the round with the strikes. This has all been control for Kennedy, but only a marginally successful takedown. No damage done. No real positional advances here, so a tough one to judge if it keeps going this way. Thad Gene backstage, one half of our main event. Main card is next. Will be simulcast here on ESPN Plus and over on ESPN as well.
1 minute here, Jeremy.
This is grueling. There's just no space at all in here. You couldn't put a postage stamp between them.
Good work by Borics. Back to his feet, double unders.
Come on, Jay, trying to get some damage. Damage, Jay. Damage, Jay.
And able to push his way off the cage. 30 more seconds.
Oh,
Big body kick from Borics and a right hand to follow. Now to the leg.
Gotta love the striking of Borics. He's so loose, but puts his combinations together really well.
You can see the fatigue after all that pressing. Kennedy just doesn't have a lot to throw behind these punches. Big combination. Borics landed a hook. Missed with the final few punches. Oh, there's a right hand. Swings away to the final bell, and to the judges' scorecards we go.
After 3 rounds, we head over to the judges' scorecards, where David Hudson scores the fight 29-28. Brian Miner scores the fight 28-28. Anthony Manis scores the fight 29-28 for your winner by majority decision, Ádám Borics!
Ádám Borics gets the decision. Back in the win column.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Francis Ngannou. Subscribe now.